Alright, now we're going to skate our way over to Skates for a little bit of hard Magic Monkeys only with Quincy as our hero and no monkey knowledge. We're going to place Quincy right over here and get going. It's not super important where you place Quincy, just make sure you have a good look on this spot and this spot. Quincy will take care of the rest for us, which is really nice.
Tasty.
And we're just saving up for a druid at this point here. The druid should go right on over here. Because we want to go fast, the druid, upgrading to the druid of the jungle gets us through these early rounds very quickly. Although druid of the jungle is pretty expensive, it's worth it. And this tower can also pop leads for us, which is also very nice.
Bring them.
This is also a really good spot for the druid because of the way the druid projectiles work. You can see here we're throwing those thorns in a pretty straight line, so we can use all of the hits that the thorn throw has pretty quickly. And I also love this tower being able to pop leads. It's just so convenient. There's not really a ton of lead popping powers in the Magic Monkeys. So make sure you upgrade that before you start playing with your other towers. But we see the power of this tower right here, right? We're popping all these balloons up here on the top of our screen. And now we're going to save up 2,700 so we can get a Super Monkey, which is a little bit slow. This is probably one of the slower parts of our build, but luckily at this point there's only single solitary balloons, so we don't have to worry too much about stuff leaking onto the track and wasting a ton of time. Pretty much everything that gets past the Druid of the Jungle can be cleaned up by Quincy at the very least. See there, the Druid of the Jungle got that one right there. So it wasn't great, but it worked out. And this Super Monkey goes right in here. It can be a little tough to place because the Super Monkey is so big. But take an extra second to put that down. And here we just want to upgrade the range pretty quickly. Range is really nice on a Super Monkey, especially when you were talking about being able to hit over here at the same time. And to make sure that Super Monkey can do everything we want it to do, we're going to put an Alchemist right here. Doesn't have to be perfect, but getting a decent placement is okay too, right? We're going to set this to strong because it's going to help with the first Moab. We don't want to have trouble with that, do we? No, we don't. And here we're saving up for some epic range so we can epically hit the balloons at the start of the screen up here. Look at that. That's some range right there. And if I were to tell you that we're going to get even more range with a Alchemist buff, would you believe me? And now we're going to save up for the stronger stimulant, which we should be able to get right before round 40 here. and it's going to be fantastic for us. Quincy taking care of those for us. Very nice. Which gives us more time to upgrade the super monkey over here. Here comes round 40. Look how much damage our super monkey's doing for us. And then the Druid of the Jungle cleans it up for us right away. We're also going to get knockback and Ultra Vision, so we don't have to worry about needing a monkey village or a necromancer monkey or anything like that. We can get those later, but for now we want to focus on the super monkey right here. And I know there's some different opinions out there, but I think if you go this bottom path and you're not going for like free play or anything like that, the Dark Knight upgrade is the better of these two. This does double and give you crit, but we're talking magic monkeys only. There's so few good sources of Moab damage among these towers. You could talk about the Arcane Spike up here, which is okay, but it's not great, and it's 10,000. Which, if you're strapped for money, you're trying to go fast, it's like, okay, that's not the best in the world, is it? And we can see here, this is able to pop things pretty much right at the beginning of our screen, right? It's not bad. And we're floating all of this money because we don't want to put down like a naked wizard monkey just yet. We want to have around 8,000 to put down a necromancer monkey. And there we go. We want this to be all the way up here in the top, actually. And we also want to be able to click on it, don't we? So perfect, right? We can start putting down our necromancer monkeys. If they don't take the buff from the super monkey, it's even better. And we saw there, Moabs do get a little bit further onto the screen, which is okay with us. And now we're really cruising through these levels, aren't we? At this point, we're going to save up for the Prince of Darkness. So we have plenty of time to just chill and talk about how good you can still make necromancers look, right? As long as you have a super monkey with an alchemist buffing it, right? I did enjoy doing this build because I'm not happy with the place that super monkey's in right now, but sometimes you can still make it work and look like it's a viable tower. And it is definitely viable, it's just not great. And I love my towers to be really OP. That's why my favorite tower is the Ice Tower. Icicle Impale is super fair. I kind of wonder what the most favorite tower is in Bloons. Like, what's the most popular tower among all towers? Not used, but just liked, right? Because we know what would be the most used tower across everybody in the world, right? This right here. This potion slinging individual. Because you can't really even play the game now without an alchemist. And our build is slowing down just a tiny bit here. That does happen when you save up 25,000. Luckily, we're about to spend that 25,000 as soon as we get it. We're on the slow rounds right now, though. As you can tell by our money speed.
Run this one down.
That BFB could have been worth so much more money. If only Moabs gave good money. There we go. Prince of Darkness. Now we have big evil necrobloons, right? Now we just throw down alchemists. Three, 2 is a good place to start for these alchemists, because we don't have a lot of time left. We're pretty much just upgrading anything we can here to get the most value we can quickly. We don't have a lot of time left in the level. And once we get both of these alchemists to 3-2, we can save up for a stronger stimulant.
Bring.
And then just one more stronger stimulant. We can just chill until we see the Zoma God come onto our track. And one of the things I'd be critical of with this Super Monkey is 64,000 being the next upgrade. Not super viable outside of free play, right? That is one benefit of going the middle tree path there. At least the upgrades are not 60,000 plus. But if we look at the number of popped balloons here, 70,000, 35,000, 95,000, quite nice. As well as 37,000 here as well. Pretty good. Pretty good. And what can we do with this last little bit of cash here? Well, we just need to find a spot to put down an alchemist. That's step 1, right? And then we spam the middle path here until we get to 4,800, which we'll get right before round 80. And we gotta have faster throwing. Great part about this ability is it has a super short cooldown. Right, because it just stopped being used and it's about halfway regenerated, which is pretty good. Can even put down another one, but I don't think it'll be ready in time. There we go.
Run this one down.
And using the alchemist buff there, that was really quick. Magic Monkeys only on skates.